Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2. There's a lot to go about Helldivers 2. You know, I did play the game. Couple sessions. You know, they just recently did a double XP weekend. Now, you might be asking, Addict, that's cool. You know, what's going on with this? Why are you making a video? Because it doesn't make sense to me. And it's not just the double XP variable in the situation. It's a variety of everything. So let's rewind when this game came out. You know, a lot of people loved it. It was exploding on Steam. It's doing well on PlayStation. It was the talk of the town. I was seeing a lot of people post stuff on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Twitter that was like, it's like this is a movie. And for the most part, I myself fell victim to it. I went out there and I picked it up and I played it, and I can say, you know, I can understand why people enjoy this game. You know, I myself, I think it's a fun game. I might not be where the hype is on the general community around me, but I can understand where this hype is coming from. I'm just questioning the longevity of this project. Did they participate supporting this game for years to come? Or is it going to be something that they have to put together at the last minute because of the overwhelming success that they have seen? Why am I making this video? Because Sony and the company that made this game, and I'm pretty sure a lot of this is probably on Sony and PlayStation, they did something that didn't really make sense to me. Okay, so game launches having horrible server issues. Horrible server issues. And keep in mind, to my knowledge, they didn't have like no open beta or anything for this game. This game just came out on a whim. For the most part, it seemed like it was working properly on the PlayStation, but it seemed like it was the Steam version that was having the most issues in terms of what was going on here. So you might ask, Addict, is that the story? Why are you making a video? No, it's not. So they actually started getting stuff in. I saw a lot more people having no issues getting in games. And I felt like, okay, this company is going to self-correct itself and they're going to get this game, you know, functioning for everyone. It's like a $30, $40 game. I can't remember exactly the price. So put in the comment section below if you guys remember the price itself. Like, I think it's a $40 game. I couldn't 100% tell you guys what it is. I had it gifted to me. So we're going into this. We're looking at this from a perspective that's like, okay, we're finally getting to a point where they're going to actually have servers that's functioning. We're gonna be up in there. But then PlayStation is like, you know what? We know the servers are barely hanging on, and we know that you guys are finally starting to get stuff taken care of. What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a wrench in the cog. We're gonna give you a free weekend. So what happens when you have a free weekend on PlayStation? Huge amounts of traffic. And I even was told, don't quote me, I don't know, but I even was told that they didn't even require you to have PlayStation Plus. So that means another set of people are going to be playing this that don't have PlayStation Plus. They haven't invested into the ecosystem. That's an issue in its entirety. So you put that on the already struggling servers and you think, okay, you know, people are going to get frustrated. They're going to pull out. You know, it's going to kind of balance out a little bit. Well, I got some bad news for you. The company that made Helldivers 2 said, we're giving everyone double XP weekend on the same weekend that we're making this a free for everyone to try on PlayStation Plus. Not to mention everyone on Steam that's buying this because of TikTok videos, buying this because of stuff they see on Twitter. There's so many layers to this story. It's crazy. Now, look, I'm all about giving back to the community. The people over there that make Helldivers, not only did they negotiate some kind of free weekend with PlayStation, I don't know if they had anything to do with that. Maybe PlayStation was seeing the amount of hype that this game was getting on Steam, and they're like, we're going to jump in on that too. But not only are we seeing that, we're also seeing them say, you know, because of how the servers were, we're going to give you a double XP to make up for it. I'm not complaining about that. I think that's phenomenal. I just find it like bizarre. And maybe you guys can tell me I'm tripping out in the comment section below. That's fine. You guys know how I am. You know, it's just an outlet of me voicing my opinions in the industry. And you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comment section below. To me, I feel like, why would you offer a free weekend when you literally just got the servers to a functioning stability? And then on top of that, you also do a double XP weekend. You know, I think that's one of the reasons when it comes to these always online games, you don't really see them do free weekends in the first couple months it comes out, because they're trying to stabilize, trying to figure out exactly how many servers they need and just make sure the game runs functionally correct. Keep in mind, to my knowledge, this is an only online game. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's an only online game. Put in the comment section below if it isn't. I might be mistaken. That's fine. So under the impression is that's an always online game. If the servers ain't working, you ain't playing. You know, I don't think this game has any issues in terms of the longevity of things. I do think it's just interesting that they decided to not only do a free to play weekend with no PlayStation Plus. And you know, and what I heard, obviously, I've not really played it too much over there this weekend to even know if that's true or not. And I have PlayStation Plus, so I wouldn't know. But I heard a lot of people on Twitter talking about it. They also did a double XP. So pretty much the opening weekend, free weekend, whatever you guys want to call it, that's inviting a new demographic to play your game. Not to mention that right now, the servers aren't really that stable in general. So not only are we doing that, we're also going to offer the existing people, everyone, but it's really much just for the existing people that's already put some time into it. We're going to give you guys double XP. Everyone's getting double XP, but it's really going to be structured towards that community because they suffer through the bad launch. It's just, to me, it felt like this could have waited a little bit. You know, I did there for about a day, maybe two. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying I'm getting through on the servers. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying, you know, this is working out best for me. I think the free weekend thing was the most crazy part, because it's just like, maybe PlayStation did that on the whim because they saw the amount of attention that Steam was getting. And obviously, if PlayStation feels like they can captivate on anything, I don't blame them for doing it. But I do think it wasn't helping the game any. You know, just because there's more people playing it now, it doesn't mean it's a good thing if a good majority of the players that are trying it can't even get in the game. You know, a lot of people like myself will give excuses to some of these, you know, server issues. Now, I myself is a little bit less forgiving when it comes to this, because the only time I won't really come at you on server issues is if you do everything in your power to try to minimize it. If you had an open beta, closed beta, multiple open tests, because to me, that's showing that you're actually trying to minimize the issues at launch when it comes to servers. To me, I didn't see one person participate in a closed beta or an open beta. It did feel like they're like, we think we got enough. Let's take them out there, man. It's just, I think it was a bad look on PlayStation's part. I don't know the studio's name, but bravo, you made a phenomenal game. You know, I do think you're going to get the servers up and running, and they're going to run generally fine. But man, until that happens, you're going to get roasted on every social media. I love the memes that's coming out for this thing, showing people that the community ain't doing anything to the robots. Great movement, and I think it's going to go a long way as long as they have plans set already for longevity. Just curious, if they don't, how long will it take to get stuff in order? I don't know. It's not a question for me, but you know, just food for thought, man. I just don't understand why they would do all this, knowing that the servers were already, you know, acting up as it was, and then they're just like, let's throw free into the mix. And you know how obviously that works. Lots of people just download to try it. Now all of a sudden, no one's enjoying their experience. It's getting mixed reviews on Steam. I'm sure there's a lot of PlayStation people. To me, it seemed more PlayStation people having issues, but I'm very curious to hear what's your guys' opinion on this. Put in the comment section below. Appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button. You can always sub to the channel for weekly content. I'm over there on Twitter at LordAddictIOP, and you can find me on YouTube at Addict Arena. It's my streaming channel. I'll be streaming Final Fantasy Rebirth, the second demo, tomorrow. But anyway, I appreciate everyone coming out. This is Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Man, this week's been crazy.